Her name is Kalia. She just coming home. She want to talk to y'all about her life. She's trying to stay on the right track. Want to come out and tell y'all her stories. So somebody connected her with me. So y'all give it up. Is it Kalia?
Again, my name is Kylie, and I'm 25 years old, and I'm just coming home. I had manslaughter charge, which hold 10 years, and I had wear current transport of a handgun, which hold 3. Situation occurred where though me and somebody else got into a physical disagreement. And I ain't gonna lie to y'all, my gun became an armed weapon, and in the midst of tussling over the gun, somebody got shot. And manslaughter, somebody died. Okay? The person who was supposed to be my co-defendant was actually my boyfriend. And the person who died was his mother.
Shit.
I ain't gonna lie to y'all, I was like, wow. Record. Outside every day with my man and them, that shit sweet, excuse my
No, go ahead.
but over time, shit was sour. I was moving too fast. I see everybody here with skis on them. Skis ain't safe, especially at night.
Right.
Shit get real. I've been shot at more than one time. I'm only 25, and I'm a girl.
Okay.
Ladies. My mother told me all the time that you want a boy. Go do something with yourself. But don't get me wrong, I got this my story. Okay, now I'm not I want to listen to
Baltimore Brothers and we out us. The movement who are in the street saving, like I reach out to them for assistance with issues that I may have. And that may be too big for me to handle. And I call these brothers and they help me. No police involvement, help clear the beast off the street. They in every community, every neighborhood, 1,000, 2,000 to 10,000 deep sometimes. Okay, I'm talking about black brothers out here walking together doing positive things.
You know, I'm not here to do y'all no favors. That me being here, y'all doing me a favor. So please give yourself a round of applause. I said, you know what? I'm gonna stop breaking law. I'm gonna stop breaking law, right, by me actually hitting stuff, but I'm just gonna do it in another type of way. I'm gonna get me a hitter and I'm having you a coach. Right? But at the age of 18, I was arrested, and then I did 4 years and 9 months on the crime that I didn't do. Right? So from 13 to 18, in and out of the juvenile justice system, and at the age of 18, right, I did 4 years and 9 months in prison. But one thing that we gotta understand, that whenever a person is deceased or whenever a person dies, it's not about the day that you're born, nor is it about the day that you die on that tombstone. The only thing that matters on that tombstone is that dash that's in the middle. What did you do with the time while you were here, right? What are you going to do with your time while you're here? So when we go to a funeral, we go around and we give out peppermints. Because the peppermint is designed to give us, there's 3 things that we must know. You have to have the knowledge of yourself. Who are you? You have to have the knowledge of your enemy. Who is your enemy? And you have to have the knowledge of the time that you're living in. Do you know that you could be doing the right thing in the wrong time? Come on. You could be doing the right thing in the wrong time. You could be having a business, getting money, right? When you should have a survival kit, preparing yourself to survive. Because this thing is about to be destroyed.
So the little sister that was just right there, sis, that's my daughter. No, not in the sense you think. So I cracked a dude right on the boulevard in 98. So I just did 25 years. So I came home February 5th of this year. I was sentenced to life plus. So I was in and out of the juvenile system since I was the age of 3. So all I do is this is my baby right here. So it's really an honor and a pleasure for me to be able to do something different. The reason I'm standing here today is because it's a thing called JRA, the Juvenile Restoration Act that says that the brain of a juvenile, the brain of an individual doesn't fully develop until the age of 25. So all the guys that was older than me, that ran up beneath us, that misused me every time they had a beat, they shoot him. You know what I'm saying? I had one guy that looked at you like a god, you hear me? All he had to do was look at you like he ain't like me, and I'm gonna get you. And the last time I seen him, he was walking out of a school trying to get his GED, and I was walking out of a college class.
Wow.
And I told you all some of the stuff that I heard the minister say. That a man can only enslave you if his knowledge is equal to or greater than yours. Correct. Right? So a lot of things, a lot of people fed me over the years. I heard it, but then when I started reading, once I taught myself how to read, in segregation on lockup,
I know that's right.
I began to see that a lot of words that the brothers was feeding me was stuff that they heard Marcus Garvey say. Minister Louis Farrakhan, Malcolm X, Martin Luther King. They took all these different words and quotes and made it their own and then fed it to me as if they was giving me something that was theirs, but it really wasn't. But because I did not know any better, I fed on that thinking it was theirs. Right? And I seen them walk around surrounded by Lord Young brothers. And I said, that's me, because I didn't know what to do with the anger. I didn't really have an outlet or the people to come and talk to. Nobody asked me about what my day was like, because nobody cared, right? You know, I watched my brother go to the corner, he got locked up. I watched my brother older next to him go to the corner, he got locked up. And I really thought that I was going to go to that same corner. Come on. And do the very exact same thing, just a little different. So you know, my brother, he's standing right on the corner, so I'm going to stand a little bit around the corner. And I'm not going to get caught. So by the time I was 16 years old, I had 21 juvenile charges. Like, it hurt me when I had to leave prison. It sounds crazy, but I grew up in there. That's my family. So it wasn't like I was just passing through. So when it was time for me to leave, I was torn, man. He said, I'll be right back. He on the scooter, never came back, because he don't want me to see him struggling. And it breaks my heart that I can't say it. Because sometimes you got to get your head hit. And I just hope that he don't lose more than he can stand. Because if he do, he's going to end up like me. And it wasn't until I started killing, and it's no disrespect to nobody, what they perceive to be people of value. When I was stepping on my own, cracking my homeboys, and then going to his funeral and talking to his mother like I ain't had nothing to do with it. I'm saying, man, what? When we finally gonna do it, and I know we the one that did them dirty. See, this the evil, this how twisted we are. This how that when you can do something to your brother, and then the very next day you can be on the block, smiling and joking, like you ain't just blow his fucking brains out. So see, when you can do that, you a savage. And I was a savage. I was a savage that they come. And I'm telling you, the only thing that could have saved me with these life-giving, life-saving teachers. Because I'm telling you, that was the only thing that could grab me from where I was at. That was the only thing that gave me knowledge of self. Knowledge of my people. Right? That was the only thing that gave me character development. That's the only thing that taught me how to channel my energy. See, because there's nothing wrong with the energy. It's just the way that we channel it.
Well, you become the lesson that other people learn from.
Oh, wow.
Now, those of us that have come up here before you, we become the lesson that you all are learning from. And us coming up here and speaking to you all, it's our attempt to make sure that you all don't become a lesson. That's our earnest attempt. The reason why I asked you about education, because you can have 1,000 gifts, 1,000 talents, but it's the education that gives you access and helps you to express that. So you have to make sure that you really hone in and focus on your education, because without education, you can't utilize what's wrapped up inside of you. What's that word?
Emotion.
Feelings. Just bear with me. Just walk with me. So you produce a thought, probably a thought you've never had before. Once you produce that thought, then you have feelings about the thoughts. When you marry the feelings and the thoughts together, when you bring them together, your mind automatically produces a vision. Can y'all see that? Just follow me. So, I got a brand new thought, a brand new idea in my mind. I want to open up a trucking company. Now I can see it up here. It's real. I can close my eyes. I can see myself with my CEOs. I can see myself buying a truck for myself and then purchasing another one, getting an LLC, hiring somebody, and they can drive one truck. I'm sad that because I know somebody that's doing it right now. The young man shared that he wanted to do that. So you got one person driving the truck, and then you got your own, and you got this business, right? Right here is real, but it's up here. Now this is where we stop. All right, now you got goals, right? Once you come after goals, once you sit down and you create short-term, long-term goals that centered around your thought, your idea, your vision, right? So you generate goals. What comes next? So you got these three realities right here, right? Down here you got goals, plans, and you got actions. We're gonna scratch out this eye. We're gonna scratch out the eye. What does that? What does actions really mean that you're really doing? What does it mean?
Act on.
Yeah, acting on. Those are your plans. Now, once you put the goals in place, you develop a plan and you act on it. It's the last and only final outcome, right? But we want you can have a whole heap of goals, but you'll never be able to produce this. And you can have goals, you can develop a plan, and you can have action, but you won't develop your vision. You won't build that business.
A lot of people in my circle of influence didn't believe that I would become a realtor. Even some of my family members gave up on that thought and didn't believe that I would become a realtor. And the reason why is because I've done 23 years in prison. And when I was 14, I committed attempted murder. And 2 years later, I caught a charge of murder, and I went to prison, and I done a lot of time. And a brother told me, he said, James, you have to start thinking about how you're going to make yourself marketable. And I really didn't understand what that meant at the time. So I went back into my cell, I grabbed a dictionary, and I looked up marketable. And one of the definitions of marketable is something that is in high demand.
Right.
Something that is so valuable that other people need it and they want it.
That's right.
And that's what I want to leave with you. Every last one of you are extremely powerful. That is more powerful than what you have inside of your head.
Come on.
Which is your mind. 90% of all millionaires became millionaires because of real estate.
Wow.
Who came to me that someone was threatening her to kill her in 5 days if she didn't come up with some money to pay her debt. And I have reached out to Brother Brandon so he can help facilitate that, and he was able to resolve that piece. So thank you, brother. There's no police involved. So that's why I tell y'all, come to me. If you have any beefs, we're going to get it resolved. Thank you so much.
So in closing, right?
Hold on, y'all.
In closing, I want to say this. If you live your life without discipline, you will die without dignity.
Come on.
If you live your life without discipline, you will die without dignity. You thought you was living like the right way and you realize you've been tricked, and now you're sitting in a cell with 30 years in prison and you're trying to figure out how you're going to do 1 year, but you've never been away from home. If you got any beefs in the school,
Listen.
the street,
This could be the
and the
right
neighborhood, right? If you got anything going on and you want to figure out how to get out of it, it'll help y'all, man.
Right.
So we have a number that you can call 443-431-3705.
I'm going to see if they're going to answer this thing.
Or you find yourself in a situation, call her, and she know how to get you.
That's right.
And we're going to help y'all out, man. So,
right.
man, we love y'all. We love y'all. We love y'all.